excited are you to be back again in Singapore competing so soon?
I'm really excited. Especially during this whole coronavirus pandemic. I'm pretty grateful to be so active and fighting.
Great. Can you tell us, in specifically what have you prepared, in line with your upcoming bout against such a legend in Shinya Aoki?
Yeah, I mean, Aoki is a pretty unique fighter, a submission specialist. So uh, I just really being kind of positional with my grappling and a lot of it's such a unique matchup because he's a grappling specialist and just making sure that my positioning and my grappling is really on point. And if I were to get in any danger, make clean some type of submission defense, like armbar defense or some choke defenses or leg lock defenses, and then besides that, just making sure I stay committed to my own game, with the pace and pressure, and staying on him in his face.
Great. We have a first question here from Asian Persuasion MMA. Leon Jennings asks, what was your decision? What was behind your decision to move down to lightweight?
It's just where I belong. I mean, I walked into that last fight pretty light, and it was where I thought I was going to be when I first joined One Championship. We didn't know about the hydration and weighing a little bit more than you're supposed to at welterweight. So I can make 170 hydrated pretty easy, and it's what I wanted to do all along. I just kept winning at that higher weight, so we always thought a title shot was right around the corner, and I got that title shot and didn't come through, so it's time to move down.
Speaking about that last fight, Singapore Strike Sports actually has a question. With your first loss in your MMA career, how did that affect you, and how did you prepare for this Friday? Coming off that fight.
Yeah. I mean, it impacted me big time. I used it as my crucible, and I didn't waste any time feeling sorry for myself or feeling down. Like, I was proud of my performance. I tried my best to try as hard as I could, and I thought I was winning the fight the whole time, every second, until I got clipped and things went downhill. But like I said, the next morning I picked myself up, didn't waste any time, just one positive step at a time, made some changes in my life, in my training, and now almost 3 months later, I feel really, really good. Feel like I'm living my strongest self.
So Fight Game Asia asks, your last fight was a tough loss, right? You mentioned. What was the biggest lesson you learned from that fight, and how would you apply it to your career moving forward?
I would say focus. Stay focused, being focused. And that's in every facet of life, making sure I'm not distracted by doing things that don't apply to me or don't apply to my family or my fight game, my career, and just not letting any distractions get in the way and just staying focused.
We have a question from Stephanie Wan. Can I check with you? After coming down in weight, how do you feel physically and mentally? Do you feel stronger in this weight class?
Yeah, I feel much healthier. My diet's better. Can get my heart rate higher. My resting heart rate is lower. I think it's my strength. A lot of people say they can't even tell the difference in the way that I look. I feel like I look leaner, but I think I did it so correctly that I think I kept a lot of my strength, and yeah, I feel great. Like I said, I think it's where I belong.
If you beat the former champion, do you think it will be enough for you to get into the top 5 ranking in this lightweight division?
I'm not concerned too much about the rankings. I want the tough opponents. I want Christian Lee. I want Eddie Alvarez. I want Nasty Yukin. I want the tough fights. I want to learn. I want to grow, and I want another opportunity for the title fight.
Singapore asks, what's your New Year resolution for 2021?
I don't know. My resolutions surfaced after that last fight, and I would say they kind of just go along with some of the major changes I made after my last fight, and it's kind of just stay focused, being focused.
Against Shinya Aoki, you are taking on a legend and a former lightweight world champion. Can you tell us more what you think about Shinya as a fighter?
I think he's very unique. I think his submission grappling is very strong, and I think it's dangerous. And that's why I've been so concerned about my position and my defense with my grappling. I'm a great grappler myself, so I'm not, I'm not trying to put anybody on a pedestal. I'm just being honest about how unique his game is and just being prepared for anything.
Leon Jennings from Asian Persuasion MMA has another question. Although you lost to Abasov, it was a very competitive fight. What positives did you take away from that fight?
Like I said, I thought I was winning every
Mm.
second of it, and I made a mistake. And the greatest athletes in the world, they make mistakes. Tom Brady made mistakes. Russell Wilson makes mistakes. So it's just part of the game. I think being mature and understanding that stuff like that can happen, and understanding some of the distractions or some of the things that weren't working for me in my life during that period, trying to eliminate that and be stronger and continuing to grow.
Fight Game Asia has a question. Do you think the best strategy for you in this fight will be to keep it standing, or are you confident to the ground?
Yeah, I think if I were able to keep it standing the whole time, I think it would be a pretty lopsided fight. But I think that the inevitability of the grappling, it's going to happen. I think being comfortable anywhere, making sure that I'm ending up on top as a more dominant grappler, which can happen. I, I, uh, I think just being comfortable wherever the fight goes is maybe the most important thing.
Do you think Shinya Aoki's experience will be a huge advantage over you? He has been fighting for a long time.
Yeah, he has been fighting for a long time, but most of my fights have gone the distance, and I feel like I have great experience, especially the gym that I train at, the lab. Benson Henderson's one of my main training partners. Rob Emerson came out here with me, he's a former UFC fighter, Ultimate Fighter participant, and most of my training partners are in the UFC and high level promotions, Bellator and stuff. So I feel like I have a kind of a lot of sneaky experience, and no, I don't really think that.
Great. One follow-up question from Fight Game Asia. Do you think you can finish him on the feet?
Yeah, I mean, if the fight stays on the feet, I think he will get finished.
Jack Wannen from Knockdown News. Is there a certain way you think your fight will go against Shinya Aoki?
Yeah, I just spoke with Jack. He's good dude. I think signature my signature attributes are gonna shine this fight. Just pace and pressure right in his face the whole time. Being strategic, being technical, split second judgments. I think that's me, and that's they're gonna have a big impact.
Great. We have another one from Singapore Strike Sports. I actually think you spoke about this, but I'll still ask as well. With Shinya Aoki as a specialist in grappling and on ground, will you try to avoid, to be on the ground?
I'm not gonna force the grappling at all, but it's inevitable. I mean, even in kickboxing where you can't grapple, the ref breaks you up in 2 seconds once you clinch. The clinch is inevitable, and it's going to happen. And obviously, I'm not going to force it, but it's going to happen.
Next question is, do you think you would still fight in welterweight? Are you going to permanently stay in the lightweight division?
Yeah, I'm here for good. Unless I get a title shot pretty soon and win that, then maybe I'll go up and fight for the title at welterweight again.
Fight Game Asia asks, talk about your mental preparation. What goes through your mind before a fight? How do you calm your nerves?
Yeah, mental preparation and like you just said about how do you calm your nerves, relaxation is one of the most important things in life. I think relaxation is the key to like healing. I think it's the key to happiness. I think it's the key to performance. I think just relaxation is so powerful, and my preparation to relax is kind of the same preparation I do every single day to get the most productivity, enjoyment out of every day that I can.
Another question here. If you win this bout, who do you want to face next in the lightweight division?
Lee, Nasty Yukin, or Alvarez, but honestly, it doesn't matter. I'm all Aoki right now.
How far are you from a title shot in the lightweight division, do you think?
I don't know. It doesn't. I don't think it really matters what I think. I think just take care of Aoki, and we'll talk to Rick. and we'll talk to one championship and see where we're at.
Jack Wannan's next question. Do you feel there is added pressure because you are coming off a loss?
No, I don't. I don't. I've lost so much in life. I mean, I know that was my first loss in MMA, but I bounced back pretty quick. You know, the next day I tried to take positive steps to get over that, and I don't feel any added pressure.
Fight Game Asia asks, what kind of music do you listen to before fights to get amp? Why do you come out to The Cure's Just Like Heaven?
That's my favorite song of all time. I think it's a really beautiful song. They weren't able to play it last time, so I hope they can play it this time. If not, I don't really get pumped. I'm pretty pumped every day. I'm excited and then grateful for the day and just for my health, and that kind of gets me pumped up. Or day, I don't really get any extra amp for a fight. To me, I think that's kind of counterproductive because it kind of tries to make the moment bigger than what it is. It's not. You know, I do this all the time, practice, and this, this is my 14th professional fight. I had about 20 amateur fights, so I just kind of keep it chill though with my music. I like Alice in Chains' 1996 Unplugged album. Probably been listening to that in my hotel room twice every day since I've been here. So
Final question for you is, without giving away your strategy, how do you think this fight will go? Can you give us an early prediction?
yeah, I'm gonna stay in his face with my pace and pressure because my endurance is special. Something I developed being competitive with Benson. Benson Henderson always had some of the greatest endurance MMA game, and just right away I knew that to keep up with him in the gym, I'd have to develop that. So that's something that I kind of developed. And besides my pace and my pressure, I like to keep my hands and my legs on him, my striking, being positional in the clinch because he really likes to clinch. And if he gets in on my legs, because he's going to be forcing the grappling. So if he gets in on my legs, making sure my takedown defense is clean, always ending up the grappling and the scrambles on top. Just something that I'm pretty good at. And just keep fighting, keep pushing the pace because not a lot of people can keep up.
Thank you so much, James, for joining us today, and good luck to you on Friday.